So I'm here at Marriott's Harbour Lake. Are you perhaps considering it for your next stay in the Orlando area? Well, you're going to want to stick around because I'm going to take you on a walking tour right after this. Hello and welcome to Destination Timeshare. I'm Jeremy, and before I get started taking you on a walking tour here of Marriott's Harbour Lake in Orlando, Florida, I want to let you know, on this channel, I like to provide my knowledge, tips and advice to help you get the most from your timeshare ownership. And hey, if you don't happen to own timeshare, but you love visiting and staying at these fantastic resorts, I also do villa tours, resort reviews, and resort tours as well. So be sure to stick around, hit that subscribe button down below, and also click on that notification bell, select all, and you'll be notified whenever I post new videos. So let's get started here. We're going to take you around and show you everything that Marriott's Harbour Lake here in Orlando has to offer. Here we are at the main entrance of Marriott's Harbour Lake here in Orlando, Florida. And just to point out, this here is Westwood Boulevard. Right across the street there, you actually see Marriott's Cypress Harbor. And I've actually done quite a few videos on that property. If you want to check out those, click on the link that'll pop up there in the upper right. But yeah, this is Westwood Boulevard. Not too busy of a road, and there's no stoplight here, so just be careful when you're turning out, but it's really not too difficult to turn left or right out of there. Okay, so now that we've seen the main entrance, we're going to head in here. This is just a small property here in Orlando. They have 2 pools, a lot of activities, so we have a lot to see today in this video walking tour of Harbour Lake. And hey, look at that. They have a small lake over here with a small beach area there that is actually not accessible to people or guests, so you can't go out there and lay on that beach. It's just for decoration, I guess. And over on this side, first thing you'll notice when you're pulling in to the property, you're going to see building 31 there on the right hand side. It has a view overlooking the lake over there and a small fountain. That fountain apparently does kind of help block some of the noise from Westwood Boulevard that's out there. That is building 31, and here's the main security gate when you come in. Right now it actually seems kind of busy because I think a lot of employees are pulling in here this morning. There was actually a line a bit ago, and they're giving them temperature checks as they come in to work for the day. And if you're coming in to check in for the first time, you pull up on the left hand side there, you give them your name, and they'll confirm that you're actually staying here and checking in, and they'll let you through. But if you're a returning guest, then you'll pull up on the right hand side and you can just swipe your key card. It is nice that they have sidewalk all the way out to Westwood Boulevard. Maybe you want to take advantage of the iRide trolley or even the Lynx bus system here in Orlando. But I highly recommend, and it makes it so much easier if you do, is rent a car if you have anywhere to go here in Orlando. So just past the security gate there is building 30. It is actually connected to 31 in an L shape. I'm going to go ahead and cross the street here, and you'll notice that the street here is all cobblestone. This is Grand Horizons Boulevard. Building 10 now is on the other side of the street over there. It is the only 3-story building here. All the rest are 6. Back through here, this just goes back into the parking for buildings 28 through 31. Not much exciting going on over there. So we'll continue walking along Grand Horizons Boulevard here. And we're going to head towards the Florida Falls Pool, which has the water slide, the kids splash pad, and water park. Here is Key House, kind of like you're in the Keys in Key West. This is where you pull up for check-in and registration, and the entrances, the doors to check-in, are right over there. We will walk through there in a little bit. Not right now though. We want to check out the pools. Okay, so before we head into the Florida Falls pool area, I'm over here kind of at the far end of building 28 just to show you a small grilling area. It is the morning, so they are here cleaning these grills, but they do an excellent job actually of cleaning these every single day. Even before the pandemic, they always were out here cleaning these, scrubbing them, and power washing them. They do that at pretty much all of the properties. An excellent job of keeping the grills clean. Okay, we're heading into the pool area here. This is the Florida Falls pool. They have a pretty nice sized hot tub over here, and this is one of the things that we love about this resort. Nice big hot tubs. This is actually one of the smaller ones. Over when we get to the other pool, I will show you the hot tubs over there. They are a lot bigger. Fairly nice pool here, but it is kind of small because if you actually look here, we have the water slide. It's great. One of the few Marriott resorts here in Orlando with a water slide. But that water slide dumps you out here into this end of the pool. So this end is pretty much no swimming, just for people coming down the water slide. Then you have the pool here, kind of narrow. And then at the other end, it's a zero entry section. So nobody wants to swim in a few inches of water. So it actually makes the swimmable area of this pool fairly small. But yeah, lots of chairs through here. These are kind of more chairs where you sit upright. Plenty of umbrellas to sit under for lots of shade. And here's the Florida Falls Splash Pad and Waterpark. Lots of great water features here at the resort in Orlando. Have these big buckets that I'll say they usually fill up and dump out water every once in a while, but I've noticed this week that the full pipe hasn't been putting out a lot of water, so I'm not sure if there's a problem, what the deal is. I don't even know if it gets enough water to ever fill it. But yeah, this is actually pretty cool. Hopefully nobody surprises me and turns it on while I'm walking around out here. That wouldn't be good. Over here on the other side of this gate is also a small children's pool. Lots of shade here as well. That is a great thing. Plenty of shade here at the children's pool. Yeah, a little zero entry area there. Perfect for kids and toddlers. So now we're going to continue back out the other side. We're going to take a look at a lot of the recreational activities that they have here. They're mostly along the back side of the resort. So coming out the back of that pool area, we have the Outpost. This is a food and beverage area, mainly beverage, but they do sell some light snacks, things like that, frozen ice creams, and everything. You do need to wear your mask when coming to any of the food and beverage outlets. Treasure chest over here is just a kind of a kiosk they have set up where you can purchase some small items, maybe pool goggles. Check it out if there's anything you need while you're here. It's mainly kind of things for the pool. And over here we have key lime greens. This is the mini putt, small putt course here. It's actually a pretty cool putt course. Much bigger than you see at a lot of properties, especially the one over there at Cypress Harbor across the street. It is pretty average or even below average compared to this one over here. I'd actually consider this one average to good, and that one over there is just kind of sad. But hey, they at least offer it to you over there. That is a good thing. A mini putt course here at the resort. There is a fee to use that. I believe it's $6 per person or you can buy a pass for your entire villa for the week. I'm pretty sure that is $30, so actually a pretty good value. If you're just going one time with 4 people, that's going to be $24. Well, you can pay an extra $6 and get everybody in there for the week. But if you are an owner here, you actually get free golf access. You do want to make sure you're either staying here on your ownership week or you are exchanging in and you tell them that you are here and an owner. But here's also, as we continue our trek through, small kids playground here. Nothing too serious. All the resorts have kids playgrounds for the most part anyway. And now we'll continue on here. They have a small kind of dock area here on what is a small pond. I don't know if at one point they were planning to have lake activities at the resort and they just never have. But yeah, a small dock area here. What is actually a pretty small lake. There's a bird out there drying his wings. Now, also to point out, over here on the other side, this was actually at one point all supposed to be buildings and the rest of the resort at Harbour Lake. Just beyond the grassy area there is actually I-4, Interstate 4, that runs through Orlando here. Pretty much, well, I wouldn't say the quickest way to get to most things, but it is probably the most direct way to get to a lot of things. But yeah, that was all supposed to be buildings over there. That Marriott actually at one time had a deal to sell the land to a developer, but that fell through because they're going to be expanding Interstate 4, and they decided to take some land there from what is the property here at Harbour Lake to expand I-4, and the new buyer wasn't too happy. I did do a resort land sale update video talking just about that. If you want more details on that, what all went down, what happened, click on the video in the upper right. I'll put a link to it up there. But now let's continue through. Plenty more to see here at Marriott's Harbour Lake. We now have Recreation Station, and this is where you'll find a set of restrooms actually for those people who are at the Florida Falls pool. You need to use the restrooms. You just come over here, and here is a number of games. They have ping pong. They have a foosball over there. Foosball here. Kind of a small shuffleboard game here as well. Plenty of pool tables over here. All undercover with fans as well to keep the air circulating. Let's see, can I get the fan there? There we go. Then over here, they do have a couple of small basketball courts here, and I've seen a lot of kids, a lot of teenagers out here taking advantage of these basketball courts, playing some basketball and shooting some hoops. Now they do also have a fire pit. This is currently closed because of the pandemic. I did discuss that in my full resort update video that I did of what's open and what's closed here at Horizons at Orlando. And if you want to see that, click on the link in the upper right, and I will put a link up there to that full resort update video so you can see what is open and closed. The water fountain, that's closed. So that was Recreation Station, and we're going to continue on through the resort here. That is kind of the north half, I guess you could say. The south half is a fair bit bigger because it has Key House, it has the Shipwreck pool, and over here it has a small soccer field. They do some activities out here as well, like yoga, stretching, and of course soccer. Over here they have a cornhole game And I found this one incredibly annoying last night when we were out, because they had it set up on the sidewalk here, which I don't know why they didn't put it out here on the edge of this grassy soccer field, because people walking through here were having to deal with the people playing cornhole. It was actually quite annoying. But anyway, they also have the impossible ring toss game. I've tried many times. I have yet to actually get it over the hook. Then also a checkerboard game here. And then in here is the shipwreck pool. We will take a look at that here in a little bit. I do want to show you the other areas before we head in there. Over here they have a sand volleyball court. So check out a volleyball with the recreations and activity center, and come and take advantage of playing some volleyball. We're now coming up on Harbour Landing. It's actually a nice little kind of boardwalk area. They again have a kind of dock thing here that goes out into a pretty large lake, and we'll walk down there in a second. But yeah, a nice kind of boardwalk you can walk along in the mornings, in the day, and in the night. But over here we have buildings 14 and 15. All of the buildings are kind of attached to each other, except for 10. You'll find them pretty much in an L shape, but there's always two buildings attached, and they share the same set of elevators. Yeah, there's another look the other way here at Harbour Landing. I'm actually going to walk all the way down here and show you some features down at the end. Several nice little sitting areas here as you're walking along Harbour Landing. You kind of just look out onto the lake. Yeah, this is a nice place to kind of just come and take a stroll. And as we're walking along here, you're going to come across buildings 12 and 13. 12 is the one here that overlooks the lake area, and the top floors actually have really nice views. I'm sure some of the other ones do as well. And then 13 is over here. It overlooks the shipwreck pool area, which they call Shipwreck Landing behind here, which I promise we will see in a little bit. They do recommend not swimming because there's gators. They do have a number of bench swings here where you can come out, just sit and relax and swing away. And then we come up upon another grilling area. There's actually 3 of these here at the resort. We may not get a chance to take a look at the other one, but we will see. And yeah, here's 3 grills. These ones are actually already spaced out for social distancing. But yeah, they were built that way. Somebody obviously had the foresight, maybe, to know about that. I don't know. This was built in the early 2000s. There's a look back at Building 12 and probably what was to be Building 11 right here in this grassy area. I would really love it if they would put a pool in here, a third pool. Maybe I'll do a video about that. If I do, I'll put a link to it in the upper right. It would be great. Pools here, like I mentioned, are kind of small, and it's one of our big dislikes here at the resort. If you want to see that likes and dislikes video, I will put a link to it in the upper right as well. Now through here is a small butterfly garden. This is actually a nice quiet little area. We have seen quite a few monarchs out here when we've been walking through. You can come out here, bring a towel, dry the bench off, and then sit and relax. Number of flowers. They have some roses. They have all kinds of flowers, and you might even see some butterflies. So if you've made it this far, you must really be liking this video. So please do me a favor and do this video a favor and give it a big thumbs up. It really does help out these videos, helps make sure other viewers and visitors to Marriott's Harbour Lake get a chance to see these videos when they type in YouTube search Marriott Harbour Lake. And also another great way to help out these videos is to share them. Share them with your friends, share them with your family. Maybe you're even considering bringing friends along to Marriott's Harbour Lake here in Orlando. So don't keep this video all to yourself. Be sure to share it with them as well. I certainly do appreciate it. It really helps out these videos. So let's continue on. Okay, so I'm going to walk back up through Harbour Landing, that boardwalk area, this path along the lake. I won't bore you with it. We'll pick up on the other side at the dock area that goes out and overlooks the lake. We are now back up here at Harbour Landing. It's this really nice dock that they've built out here, out over top of this pretty large lake here. They do not have any lake activities, but like I kind of mentioned at that previous dock over by the children's playground, they do have tie-ups here for where maybe at one point in time they had planned on doing water activities on the lake. This is actually a fairly big lake. We have seen a number of people out here on larger boats and jet skis. You can see along here, there's some boat docks. It's probably actually pretty hard to see, but down there are some boat docks where people have private homes that back up to this lake as well, and they probably have docks and boats themselves. So we have actually seen some water activities happening here, just not at or from Harbour Lake here in this resort. They had a lot more things planned for this property. It was supposed to be over double the size that it is now, over 900 units, or I think 900 units, and they didn't build that out. It didn't sell very well initially, I guess, and yeah, it just did not do too well. They were supposed to have a theater, a full marketplace, all kinds of stuff, another pool with double the units. One more pool probably wasn't going to cut it. But yeah, this is a nice little area. You can come down here in the morning and enjoy some coffee while you're sitting and looking out at the lake here and Interstate 4 right over there. Or maybe even in the evening you want to come down and enjoy a beverage as well. So let's carry on. We really only have the Key House lobby registration area, which has a number of other things, and the Shipwreck Landing pool area to see, and what is remaining on our tour here of this fabulous resort in Orlando. So here is the Shipwreck Landing pool, and you can see why they call it Shipwreck Landing, because they have a large pirate ship. I'm going to try and get a better view of that because we have the sun behind us there, behind that pirate ship. But yeah, there you go. Large kids water feature here, and the small pool here that is at Shipwreck Landing. But the kids will love this. Lots of water features, little slides there, that kind of thing. Yeah, so that might actually give you a better look at the Shipwreck water feature that makes Marriott's Harbour Lake so famous. And over here we have one of the 2 hot tubs that they have here in this area. And a look at the other end of the pool. This actually goes up to almost 5 feet, I believe. Actually, it does in fact go up to 5 feet. Pretty deep end of the pool. And that's another thing about this pool, and like I mentioned the other one, there's only a small section in the middle that's actually swimmable. This end is 5 feet deep, and that end up there has the pirate ship water feature. So there's just a very small section that most people want to swim in, because a lot of people don't want to have to deal with treading water or bobbing in 5-foot water. So they all hang out in the middle. Kind of disappointing here. I wish they would have just made that your normal water depth. They do offer some poolside entertainment here. They have a small kind of stage area set up here where they do live music certain days of the week. Yeah, another look at the Shipwreck Landing pool, and that there, like I pointed out earlier, is building number 13 that overlooks the pool here. If you're in one of those villas, this pool is open till 11 p.m. so plan on and expect some noise late into the evenings. Another hot tub over here on the other side, and like I said, nice big hot tubs here in this pool area. You can get a lot of people in that, and a lot of people in the one on the other side, so definitely no shortage of hot tubs, and that's one of the things that we love about this property, even though the pool areas are a little bit disappointing for us anyway. And over here, adjacent to the Shipwreck Landing pool area, is the Patio Bar and Grill, where they're open, I believe, from 8 until 10. I believe they only serve food until 9 p.m., but from 8 a.m. till 10 p.m., they're serving up food and drinks. Yeah, this is just adjacent to Shipwreck Landing. And lots of shaded areas here. They do have a set of restrooms over here for the pool area and the restaurant. And over here is an arcade that is currently closed. They did have a sign here that used to say arcade just a couple of days ago. It looks like they've since taken that down. We had a small restaurant, bar, and grill, carry-out only right now here at Harbour Lake. Let's continue through here. There's only a few things to show you, and then we'll head inside and take a look at the key house. But they do have some vending machines. Not too sure how many people actually ever come and get stuff from those, but they're there. We're going to continue back here around the corner and up a set of stairs. We'll get a good view down onto an area that is kind of Shipwreck Landing. You don't get a great view, but the fitness center is also up there. There is obviously an elevator, but I'm taking the stairs. Yeah, so this is where you'll find the fitness center, just inside those doors. Only a couple people in there working out this early in the morning. Here's the view I was talking about. It's not very great. Like I said, it kind of looks down onto the Patio Bar and Grill, much of which is covered here. But there is the Shipwreck Landing pool area just beyond these roofs. Okay, I said there was a elevator, but I'm not exactly sure where it is, but there is another set of stairs that goes down. We're going to take these down and see where they lead. I think this is just going to come out to the Patio Bar and Grill. And look at that. I was right. This is the Patio Bar and Grill. So now we're at the back of Key House. We're going to head through the doors here, take a look at what's inside. So in here you have a number of actually really nice seating areas, and this is actually pretty cool. They have some really cool, pretty decorative fans on the ceiling. But lots of seating areas inside Key House here. This is also where you'll find the recreation center, where you come and check out golf clubs, volleyballs, soccer balls, all that kind of stuff to use around the resort. And if you want to play putt-putt, like I said, this is where you check out and pay for your mini putt. And then the main lobby registration check-in desk. Okay, so now let's head back outside. Okay, so I'm up here on the 6th floor of Building 12 to get a pretty good view of Marriott's Harbour Lake from up above. Wouldn't it be great, though, to be able to get a bird's eye view of these beautiful and wonderful timeshare resorts? Well, maybe we need to work on that. But if you've made it this far, thank you very much for watching this video. But we're not quite done yet. I have a challenge for you, because if you did make it this far, hopefully you didn't just skip all around this video and you watched it straight through, because here's the challenge. Somewhere during this video, I provided the original name of this timeshare property, this Marriott Vacation Club property here in Orlando. And I'm going to pin a comment down below and ask you to provide what that name was and at what timestamp in the video that it was at. So if you didn't catch that during the video, go back through and see if you can find it and provide the name and the timestamp. And are you also planning a trip here to Marriott's Harbour Lake in Orlando, Florida? I'd love to hear all about your future travel plans. So let me know all about those in the comments below. And also feel free to ask any questions. If you have any questions about this resort, leave those down there too. And if you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. And to see more videos about timeshare, check out the description box below. For another video about Marriott's Harbour Lake, check out this one right up here. And YouTube, they think you'll like that one down there. Be sure to subscribe. You can do so by clicking on my picture right here. Hit that notification bell. And until next time, remember, the best destination is always a timeshare.